Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk about anxiety. And, some of you might have a question, well, why make a video? I mean, there's gazillion videos about, you know, public speech anxiety, approach anxiety, performance anxiety, all kinds of anxiety. So why would I just make a video about it? Well, I honestly think it's totally wrong the way it's usually approached. The way this kind of issue gets handled, it's totally mistaken. I honestly think that. And um, I really think I will really change your mind about this whole question of anxiety. And by the way, I'm not a um, clinical psychiatrist. I mean, if you really think you have a serious medical condition, please seek professional help. Like, I'm just giving kind of advice for just average people, I guess. So this thing called anxiety, okay? Um, what is it actually? Well, what is it's kind of a not so obvious. Well, the way that they tell us, all these, self help gurus and all these sort of people on YouTube, they tell you that there is this feeling, okay? You have it, you can't help it, you will always have it. It never really goes away, but there is a way to handle it, okay? You can kind of deal with it. There are techniques, you can kind of force yourself into handling it well. I guess that's the way you can put it. So, you know, you're about to give a speech, okay? There is 500 people out there, and you will get up in front of this microphone and give a speech in front of these people. Well, you get this feeling, this anxiety, okay? And there's nothing you can do about it. That's what they tell us, right? This anxiety, you have it, and nothing you can do about it. Or a different type of situation. You are, at a party, at a conference, and you see a person you would like to meet. For whatever reason. For you like them, how they look, or you just heard the conversation. You just wanted to introduce yourself, and you cannot do it. Well, why? Because you have this anxiety, right? And well, yeah, isn't that the way it is? So you get this anxiety and you gotta deal with it. Like I've seen this thing on YouTube sometime, like they call it like some, I don't know, 3 second rule. It's like essentially you are in a situation which makes you feel anxious, and you just have, you count to three and you just jump into it. You know, you're about to give that speech and you just go, okay, 1, 2, 3, and you go for it. That's one technique. There's also some NLP things. So NLP stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. It's this kind of weird teaching about how words kind of can reprogram your mind. I mean, it's not really weird. It's just kind of they. It's pseudo-scientific for the most part, but there is some interesting stuff to it. So there is this NLP stuff which kind of tells you say some words to yourself, reprogram your mind, like imagine things, meditate, say to yourself, I can do this, I got this, you know so that's another way to kind of handle it, this anxiety. And of course there are medications and stuff like that. Well, and so far so good, right? And I just want to pause like right there, okay? It's like all of these techniques, they kind of you know tell you this anxiety, and they give you a solution. And that's something I really want to challenge, okay? I don't think it's correct. It's really incorrect. It does not uh, the way the whole question gets handled is mistaken, okay? Well, this supposed anxiety, okay? This supposed anxiety, what is it actually? Okay, let me ask you. What is it actually? Okay, and you know, some people on YouTube, I have seen them given this kind of pseudo scientific explanation, like back in prehistoric times, in evolutionary times, like there were not that many people, and if you embarrass yourself in front of your tribe or whatever, um, you know you will be an outcast, and you will be without protection, without resources. It's pseudo science. I mean, I don't find it convincing. um, you know so this kind of thing exists. Well, that's what I once again want to question. Well, this anxiety, what is it actually? Okay, let me ask you. Okay, like, have you ever given a public speech in front of a big audience? Okay, if the answer is yes, well, let me ask you, what did you feel before you went on stage? um, and you will say, well, anxiety. Well, let me make an incredible suggestion. Well, what you felt was simply adrenaline. Okay, that's it. Like, there is no anxiety, there is just adrenaline. Okay, let me ask you, you know, about any time, you had this supposed anxiety, before approaching someone or before giving a public speech. Excuse me, gotta hang up my phone. So it's just adrenaline. There is really nothing else to it. Adrenaline. And you see the incredible insight. And like I said, this whole question needs to be turned on its head. Damn it. Excuse me. Let me pause. So it is just adrenaline that you feel. And you see the incredible, amazing insight is that adrenaline is your friend. Okay, it's not something you gotta fight, like when they say, okay, count to three, or say some positive things in your mind. It's all BS. It's all just it's not something you fight. Adrenaline is not your enemy. It's not anxiety. It's not something to be overcome. It's your friend. Adrenaline is your friend. It helps you survive that fight. Like, when you feel adrenaline, it means it is something that's worth your effort. It's worth your risk. It's worth, it really is. It's a good fight, like something that's going to be rewarding. There's going to be an incredible payoff at the end of it. And, it is a big deal to you. And that's why you feel this adrenaline. So, you're about to give that speech, okay? There is no anxiety to be overcome. There is this adrenaline, which, like, this is an incredible thing. Giving this speech, like, you will be on YouTube. Maybe someone will approach you about a business opportunity, about a job opportunity, whatever the case may be. So, it's an amazing thing that you will give this speech in front of all these people. And adrenaline will help you. It's your friend. It will push you. Like, your voice will be louder. Your sentences will be more complicated. You will joke. You will have more confident body language. So that's what it is. It's just adrenaline that you feel. So, my friends, forget about anxiety. There is no damn anxiety, okay? There is adrenaline, and adrenaline is your friend, okay? So go and rock and roll.